Hello dear friends, this is video 4 of our series of Sunflowers for Peace, and the theme of this short video is diversity. Diversity. What is that in relation to Franciscan spirituality? Well, let me just read to you a saying of Francis of Assisi. Above all the grace and the gifts that Christ gives to his beloved is that of overcoming self. Overcoming self. From what? Judgment. As a young boy growing up in Ireland, my best friend was not Catholic, he was Church of Ireland. He was my hero. And when the parish priest got wind of it, I got hellfire and damnation, mixing with heathens. But thankfully we've moved on. And many religions have become politically correct now. Even society, even governments. All their documents is about being politically correct and being all-encompassing, all-embracing, and managing diversity. But diversity means something more than just embrace. I believe it begins within self. There were times in my religious past as a Catholic nursing monk where I wasn't open to diversity. And I guess that was fueled by the negativity I'd received in my training as a monk. There was a fear that inhibited my understanding, and it created a lot of conflict in my life. But today, I see Franciscan spirituality embracing diversity to mean to manage it as best I can with God's help, not with my own help. Because we live in a beautiful world that has become so judgmental, and judgmental attitudes still exist in the world. So diversity for me is like living the life of a Franciscan monk. It's about managing the resources that God has given me for my highest good and reaching out to all creeds, all colors, and especially to those who do not share my values. And I'm aware that within certain parts of the Christian family, a lot of the church's teaching is somewhat erroneous and outdated because it's not 21st century spirituality. They talk about managing diversity, but there's a silent language, and it is one of keep away from me. I'm exclusive. Franciscan spirituality does not represent exclusivity. It's all-inclusive, and that means it embraces every child of God who chooses a lifestyle different to mine, to those who work in the sex industry, whilst I might have my own personal thoughts and may appear shocked at what I see on the internet. I don't go looking for it, but accidentally sometimes when you're searching for some valid information to help you prepare an article or a seminar or a prayer time on our vigil, suddenly you'll get something that will hack into your system and show you an obscene advert. And I am aware from talking with people on the phone and befriending gay men and women who have asked for help, who are addicted to porn on the internet, and their lives are ruined. And listening to them, it can be quite distasteful. But my spirituality as a Franciscan who embraces interfaith must be available for all. And I'm not here to judge. I am here to listen, to offer a hand of friendship, and not to deny anyone the right to Franciscan love, hospitality at its best, because they dare to be different, because they've chosen a lifestyle that has incurred the wrath of many religions, such as homosexuality, drug abuse, prostitution, pedophilia. Yes, I may be uncomfortable, but I must put that feeling of whatever I am sensing aside, and then seek the help of God to give me the strength and the courage to embrace their child in love. That's not condemning or condoning. That's saying, I am willing to walk with you if you allow me, but there are boundaries. And I think that's healthy, but I think we always have to be true to our heart. There's no point doing what many religions have done, and that's offer lip service, and then later come out with encyclicals or documents or theses on condemning people for their lifestyle choices. As Francis says, I've been all things unholy. If God can work through me, he can work through anyone. So Franciscan spirituality takes me to a new level of trying to manage modern day diversity, where no one is excluded from love. No one. And when someone seeks us out, we try not to impress them with our sanctity, but be humble, be ourselves. And for those who know me, they know that I can be myself and not pretend and make that person feel totally uncomfortable. And this is something we try to include in our training program for our new oblates, where they do not promote their own values at the expense of wounding any child of God. That we are all equal in the eyes of God, whether we're a holy Joe or a sinful Mary, whether we're Arthur or Martha, it doesn't matter. What matters is that we are sincere in our heart, that we honor our truth, and that in our vulnerability, we offer our availability to God, to walk with the tramp, the homeless, the prostitute, the beggar, the pedophile, the drug user and pusher, the gay man and woman, and where we make them feel special, where we embrace the divine in them without casting any aspersion or judgment. And that is what I refer to as Franciscan love in action. It's not do as I do, but embrace your true worth. And if help can be made available, then help will be offered unconditionally. And that diversity ceases to be a word, and it's replaced by loving acceptance, and there is a celebration of joy. Thank you.